RR Legal Talks. In today's video, we will walk you through a very crucial document, a certified true copy of a special resolution passed by the members of a company during their extraordinary general meeting, specifically for approving share-based employee benefit scheme under SEBI Share-Based Employee Benefit and Sweat Equity Regulations 2021. So we will break down what is the resolution, why it is important, and how it is aligned with the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations and other applicable legal works. So whether you are a company secretary, compliance officer, legal advisor, or stakeholder interested in the employee stock options, this video will help you to understand the structure, language, and legal implication of such resolutions. So if your company is planning to roll out an employee stock option or similar schemes in 2025, or you are drafting a board and members resolution, so stay with us till the end of the video for clarity and guidance. So this is the certified true copy of the resolution passed by the members of the company at their extraordinary general meeting held on so and so date and day and time at registered office situated at. So you can fill the blanks. This is a certified true copy to be taken on letterhead of the company. So approval of the share-based employee benefit scheme in the company. So approval of scheme. This is a ESOP scheme. So we can name the scheme also ESOP scheme 2025 and grant of options under the scheme. Here we can mention a company name also. We can give name for the company for the ESOP scheme 2025. So the resolution resolved that pursuant to the provisions of section 62(1)(b) and all other applicable provisions, if any, of the Companies Act 2013 and read with rules framed thereunder, because 62(1)(b) talks about ESOPs, including any statutory modifications or reenactment thereof for time being in force, because the law is always dynamic, and in accordance with the relevant provisions of memorandum and articles of association of the company, because these are the fundamental documents, MOA and AOA, and Securities Exchange Board of India Share-Based Employee Benefit and Sweat Equity Regulations 2021. If it is a listed company and proposed to be listed company, then SEBI regulations will come into picture. And SEBI LODR, SEBI Listing Obligation and Disclosure Requirement Regulation 2015, as amended from time to time, and in accordance with such other circulars, rules, regulations, and guidelines issued, or that may be issued by SEBI and or other appropriate authorities from time to time, and further subject to such other approvals, permissions, and sanctions as may be necessary. The consent of the members of the company B&E is hereby accorded to approve dash ESOP scheme 2025. So here we name the scheme. You can fill the blank. And to authorize nomination remuneration committee, which has been duly constituted by the board, hereinafter referred as the compensation committee. So NRC is delegated as a compensation committee pursuant to Regulation 5 of SEBI Share-Based Employee Benefit and Sweat Equity Regulation 2021. And to exercise its powers, including the powers conferred under the resolution to introduce, notify, and implement the said scheme, and further to create, issue, offer, grant, allot from time to time up to maximum dash options, because this pool will be decided by the board. So here we have to fill the blank, that may be granted pursuant to the scheme in one or more tranches, which shall be convertible into equal number of equity shares. These powers are given to nomination remuneration committee, which will be designated as a compensation committee So one option is equal to one share. That is rupees of 10 each, and such price face value is different. Whatever be the face value, we'll write here. And such price or prices in one or more tranches, and such terms and conditions as may be determined by the compensation committee, that is NRC, in accordance with the provisions of the scheme. And SEBI share-based employee benefit and state equity regulations 2021, and in due compliance with other applicable laws and regulations, and for the benefit of the eligible employees of the company as defined under the scheme. So resolve further that the board of directors or the compensation committee. So the members are authorizing board of directors or the compensation committee is hereby authorized to administer, superintend, and implement this scheme in due compliance and in conformity with the applicable laws in this regard. So, for implementation, the authorization, the powers are given to compensation committee. Resolve further that all actions taken by the board in connection with the above and all incidental and ancillary things done are hereby specifically approved and notified. So if any actions are done by the board or the committee, so these are all ratified by the members. Resolve further that the equity shares to be allotted and issued by the company in the manner aforesaid shall rank pari passu in all respect with the existing equity shares of the company. So whatever the options which will be converted into equity will all rank pari passu with the existing shares. Resolve further that in case of any corporate actions such as rights issue, bonus issue, changes in capital structure, merger and sale of any division or undertaking, or any other reorganization, if any, fair and reasonable adjustments made under the scheme as it deemed fit with respect to the number of options, the exercise price, and other necessary amendment to the scheme shall be made for this purpose. This means, suppose the options are granted, after that the company has underwent any corporate action, any reorganization or subdivision or consolidation. Suppose the face value 10 rupee has become to 5, face value 10 rupee has become to 2. So accordingly, already available granted options will be restructured. So resolve further that in case of equity shares of the company are either subdivided or consolidated, then the pool reserved for the purpose of the growth scheme and price of acquisition payable by the option grantee under the plan shall automatically stand augmented or reduced as the case may be in the same proportion in the present face value of if it is a 10 rupee per equity share bears to the revised face value of the equity shares of the company after such subdivision or consolidation without affecting any other rights or obligations of the option grantee. So this will automatically change without affecting any rights of the option grantee, that is any right of the employees, because after issuing the options, if any change in the reorganization or restructuring of the company, then any change in the structure of the company, then the price of the conversion price or options, number of options will be automatically changed accordingly. Resolved further that the company shall conform to the accounting policies prescribed under Regulation 15 of SEBI share-based employee and sweat equity regulations to extent relevant and applicable to in connection with the implementation of this scheme. So members are approving. So even the accounting policies shall be as per the Regulation 15 to extent of applicability. Resolved further that the board of directors or the compensation committee is hereby authorized to authorize any director, because so much of filings will be there. process will be there. Somebody has to authorize. So members are authorizing any director, either the board of directors or the compensation committee. Compensation committee is a delegate. NRC is delegated as a compensation committee. There are also directors, only the members. So any of the director hereby authorized to make any signature, execute or submit, acknowledge, endorse applications, deeds, documents, waivers, grant letters, intimations, and such other documents as may be required and are in absolute discretion as it may deem necessary and necessary for notification, administration, or superintendence or implementation of this scheme, and to take such steps and to do all such acts, deed, things, and matters in this regard, including but not limited to appoint any advocates, solicitors, registrars, and other advisors, consultants, or representatives, intermediaries, filing of necessary forms and applications, intimations, and disclosures with the concerned authorities, institutions, for their requisite approvals as may be required under the applicable laws from time to time, without being required to seek any further consent or approval of the members of the company, because every time taking approval from members is very difficult. So once for all, members are approving and resolve further that subject to compliance with applicable laws, the board or compensation committee be and is hereby authorized to modify, change, vary, alter, amend, suspend, or terminate. So any of the provisions or any of the change in the ESOP scheme. So members are authorizing the compensation committee or board to take care in compliance with the share-based employee benefit and steady equity regulations as amended from time to time, or any new regulations as may be applicable to the company in this regard, and also to settle any issue, question, or any difficulties or doubts that may arise in this regard without being required to seek any further consent or approval of the members of the company, because again it is a big procedure, and to execute all such deeds and documents and writings, or to give such directions and or instructions as may be necessary or expedient to give effect to such modification, change, variation, alteration, amendment, suspension, or termination, and to do things which may be incidental and are ancillary thereof, including to do all such acts, deeds, matters, and things as it may, in its absolute discretion, deemed necessary for such purpose. See why this is all giving. The reason is very time getting shareholders approval is a costly affair and a time taking and big process. That is why all the powers are given to board or compensation committee. So the above resolution is passed as a special resolution. So certified true copy of company, so and so company, write your company name, signature, and name of the director, and designation and DIN number, affix the round seal. So that was a detailed look at the certified true copy format of a special resolution approving an employee stock option scheme ESOP under the Companies Act and SEBI guidelines. Hope you are very clear. We covered the purpose of the resolution, legal provisions, and that are invoked, the authority given to the compensation committee, and provisions related to corporate actions, share capital changes, and compliance with accounting standards. If you are drafting similar resolutions or advising clients on ESOP rollouts, so make sure to customize the template with accurate company and scheme details, and always cross-check the applicable legal updates. And found this video useful, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legal and compliance focused content. So hit the bell icon so you never miss any update on corporate law, SEBI regulations, and board governance and more. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay compliant and stay informed. We have two channels. subscribe to RR Corporates, and subscribe to RR Legal Talks. Thank you. This is the members approval resolution, special resolution by members for approving ESOP scheme in detail. In next video, we'll discuss other resolutions which are relevant to ESOPs. Thank you.